When you have those sinking feelings and you don't know what to do, watch this video because I'm going to help you with your self-doubt and your insecurity. Okay, inside you, there is this measuring line. And in the middle, there's a line that goes across. And there's all these little hash marks up, and there's all these little hash marks down. And inside you, you actually can feel where the indicator arrow is going. Meaning, is it going up or is it going down? And based upon life experiences, it can cause it to go up or cause it to go down. But this indicator line on the inside of you, this is yours, right? So this is yours. It's a safety mechanism for you to be able to recognize where are you on the inside. Now, for you to be able to, get better at facing and working with and moving and changing from insecurity and self-doubt, what happens is first we need to be able to recognize where are we on the scale and where do we want to go. Now, have you ever had a friend come to you and say, hey, you should just be happy? And you're thinking, are you kidding? Do you know how many steps there are between me and happiness? You could be clear down here and your friend is saying, hey, you should be happy. It's a nice sunny day. And then you count the steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you're like, I can't get that far. That's like 10 to 12 steps between where I really am and where you're really thinking I should be. So something I want to help you with is be gentle with yourself. When you find out that you are in the insecure or self-doubt zone, and you find that you might be on one of these lines down here, progress for you is to move from this line to that line. You don't have to jump from here clear to there in one step. That's why it feels like you can't make it. That's why it feels like you can't change, is because you have too high of expectation of yourself, thinking that you can make 12 or 13 or 14 steps in one move. And that is why you feel trapped. That's why you feel like there's no way you can ever come back from where you are feeling right now. So years ago, and let me think for just a moment, we're looking at actually a good 11, 12 years ago. I was at my lowest point, way down there. I was clear down here at my lowest point. Like there's almost no more room to go. I'm clear down here, and I had people around me who were saying things like, all you gotta do is smile. All you gotta do is do this. And I don't know how you feel when that happens, but I was like, you know what? Get out of my face. You know what? Shut up. You don't understand how I feel. And I'd smile at them and I'd be cordial with them, but on the inside, I just wanted to choke them because they just had no clue where I was. And they were giving me advice that was impossible. They were saying things that are expecting me to be clear up here. And it's like, don't you understand? I can't get there in one step. I can't move there in one step. And I started realizing I didn't have very many people who understood where I was at. In fact, nobody understood where I was at. The only person who will ever understand where you're at is if somebody's in the same place you are. Because all these happy people, they don't get it. They're up here feeling confident and secure and sure of themselves, and they're just doing things in life. They don't get it. They don't understand what that feels like to be down here. I know how that feels like. I've been there. And I remember how people talked to me, and I remember just wanting them to go away, leave me alone. And while I was in that place, I realized the depth and the height that I just can't get to. I just can't. I'm clear down here. I can't make that step, in one day, in one weekend, in 1 month. I can't do that. And I remember drawing on paper this scale. And I remember marking on the scale, I am here. That's where I'm at. And I remember looking at this going, that is going to take forever to get there. Because I just trying to get here seems impossible. And I remember looking at the paper and saying to myself, okay, I'm dealing with thoughts that I should kill myself. I'm dealing with thoughts I want to run away. I'm dealing with thoughts I should leave my wife. I'm dealing with thoughts that I'm just no good, useless to everybody. I'm dealing with all these thoughts. How do I make any progress? How do I even make any forward-moving progress? Like this really is terrible. And I remember pointing out, my paper is here, and I remember saying to myself, what if I could just get to there? And I remember thinking, that would be the coolest thing ever. Like, I actually could feel like I got somewhere. Because I can't do this. I can't. So I started thinking, what? And this is exactly how I thought it. What stupid thing could I do that will make me feel better? I know that doesn't even make sense, right? But you know how it is when you're down here, it's just like everything's stupid. People are stupid, everything's stupid, food's stupid, everybody's just stupid, everything's stupid. So I was like, what stupid thing could I do that could actually move me? And while I was pondering on this, trying to figure this out, I turned on some music and I'm listening to this song, and it was an angry song. It's really weird. But it was a song where the person who was singing it was all upset about life and how they hated everything. And I'm listening to this person sing, and I'm going, wait a second. This actually makes sense to me. Where, months and months ago, this was an irritating song. But right now, this song actually, I can relate to this song. How angry this person is on this song. And in that moment I went, you gotta be kidding. This angry song is actually making me feel better. Okay, I'm not gonna tell anybody that I like this song now because it speaks my language, but a song caused me to feel like somebody cared. Like I mattered. And I found this song and I started listening to this song. And it wasn't like this person was angry and they're hurting people and that kind of stuff. It was just venting. Like, why does things happen to me? Kind of a song. And I related to it. But wow. You know what happened? That music got in me. And it picked me up a tiny bit. Here I'm at the bottom and this weird song does something for me. So I went, wait a second, I think I actually moved. I think something happened. I started looking around for other songs, and any song that was happy, that was up here, was super irritating. Like, who are these people? They're so fake. They don't understand life. Like, I was just like, stupid music. Okay, I'm not even going to listen to this, because it's like way too much. So I went to find songs that were down here. They were just a tiny bit up from where I was at. Just a tiny bit. I thought, oh boy, I'm never going to tell anybody that I did this process of finding the next upset, angry song that was just a little bit happier than my last upset song. Does that even make sense? An upset song that's a little happier than my last upset song. Like, whatever. So I find these songs. I make this playlist. I get these songs put together. I wake up in the morning, I'm listening to these songs. Oh my goodness. There was music. It was just something. It was some kind of music. The music made me feel like I was alive. The music made me feel like I was alive because something was moving through me. Where when you're down here, when you got doubt and insecurity, you don't feel much. You're kind of losing feelings. But music moved me. And over the course of a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I started moving. These little tiny steps. You, and where you're at right now, You're looking for something to move you. And somebody else's positive statements to you are not going to work. Happy stuff isn't going to work for you. Once you drop down past a certain line, happy stuff doesn't work. You need something that relates to you. Something that you can feel. I'm telling you what, music makes the difference. If I go back, I could almost cry right now. I'm almost going to emote right now and have emotion come up. If I go back years and years ago and look at my playlist of music shows what I've been through. Oh, here comes the emotion. Sheesh, here I go. Gonna cry on a video that people are gonna watch and they're gonna go, this guy's happy. Let's just deal with it. So, but the music that I found, now that I listen to the music, here I am now where I am today, I listen to it, it's like, wow, I was in a rough place. I was in a bad place. But the music got inside me. You are struggling with insecurity and you're struggling with doubt. There's hardly anybody who understands you, but you clicked on this video and it's either for you or your friend and you're wondering what you can do to make a difference. You get into finding music that speaks your language. That's right where you're at. And some songs don't have lyrics. There's just a sound, there's a movement in that music. And you find music, you find all those songs. And even though they're angry songs or upset songs or whatever, it's a feeling. It's a feeling. I now have a whole new respect for people who have angry music that they listen to. It actually helps me understand them going, wow, they just want to feel. They just want to relate. Now, you and I both know you're going to want to find something one more step up and just use music to take you one step at a time. And only move when you're ready. But while everybody else is trying to figure out what's wrong with you and they have no idea what's going on, or you're trying to figure out a friend, you can't figure out what's going on, you put some songs together for them and take them the music list and just push play and give it to them. Just push play and just let the music play. Because at least there's some kind of movement. It's when you lose feeling and your past feeling that we all should be really concerned about you. Because once you drop down and you don't have feeling, then you start thinking about taking your life. Then you start thinking about you want to go away, but you don't go there. Use music to stop the sinking feeling. Use music to bring some kind of vibration back into you so that you can feel again. But music saved me in a huge way. Here I go again. But it saved me. Where nobody else knew what to say. Nobody else, and that one angry song, I'll never forget it. And now when I listen to it, it's like, whoa, that was the game changer. So for you, every step could be a new song. And so when you look at this, just one step at a time, you can move yourself up. And stop waiting for somebody else to help you, just find some music. It really works. And when you're ready, don't do this too soon, but when you're ready, sing the lyrics with them. Because if you can feel and open up your voice, you're heading the right way. You're going to do good. I'm super proud of you for watching that whole video. And don't let too much time go by before you find your music. Another thing that's going to help you is for you to get better at managing what's going on inside your head. And there's all these thoughts in there, and I can help you with that. Right down below here, there's a link. Click the link. And I really believe that what I have there for you can help you manage what's going on in your thoughts. If you can change those a little bit, and you're in charge of how you're going to change that, you're going to do really good. Click the link, check it out, and hey, before you go, definitely click subscribe, because I got another training video coming your way.